Void hunter known as Kethmora had stalked prey across 17 star systems over the course of 3 millennia. Its reputation was legendary. A creature of pure darkness that could phase through solid matter, survive in the vacuum of space, and whose very presence drove most sentient beings into paralytic terror. Entire species had gone extinct rather than face a single void hunter. But Kethmora had never hunted humans. This fact puzzled the younger hunters of its brood, especially Velshar, who had recently reached maturity and was eager to test its skills against the galaxy's most challenging prey. The humans spread across many worlds. Velshar communicated through the psychic resonance that served as their language. They are said to be formidable. Why do you not hunt them, Elder? Kethmora's form rippled with what might have been amusement. Child, there are predators and then there are humans. The distinction is important. The conversation took place in the shadow of a dying star, where their kind gathered to share knowledge and select new hunting grounds. Around them, dozens of other void hunters discussed their latest kills, Zephyrian battle fleets, hegemony research stations, entire colonies of various species who had made the mistake of attracting their attention. I do not understand, Velshar pressed. Are humans not prey like the others? Observe, Kethmora projected, sharing a memory crystal that contained its first encounter with humanity nearly 2 centuries prior. The memory unfolded in Velshar's consciousness. Kethmora had been hunting in the Kepler sector, pursuing a Zephyrian science vessel that had detected its presence. The ship had taken refuge near a small human outpost on an asteroid mining station. Kethmora saw an opportunity, eliminate the miners, then corner its primary prey. The asteroid facility was typical of human construction. Functional, ugly, and apparently defenseless. Kethmora phased through the outer hull, expecting to find terrified civilians fleeing in panic. Instead, it found 37 humans calmly going about their business. "Oh, hey there," said a woman in mining gear, looking directly at Kethmora despite its shadow form being invisible to most species. "You must be that void hunter thing the Zephyrians were screaming about. Coffee?" The question was so unexpected that Kethmora actually materialized partially, its form becoming visible as wisps of living darkness. "I am death incarnate," Kethmora had projected with the psychic force that usually sent entire crews into catatonic terror. "I am the end of your existence." "Neat," the woman replied, apparently unimpressed. "I'm Linda. This is my crew. We're miners. You want to kill us, I assume." The casual acceptance of imminent death was unprecedented. Kethmora had paused, studying these strange creatures. "You do not fear," it observed. "Sure we do," another human, an older man with scarred hands, chimed in. "But fear's just information. Says we should be careful. Doesn't say we should panic." "Sides," Linda added. "If you're half as dangerous as your reputation suggests, fear won't help us anyway. Might as well be polite about it." Kethmora found itself genuinely curious. "You accept death so easily?" "Accept it," Linda laughed. "Hell no. We're gonna fight you. Probably won't win, but that's beside the point. Question is, you want that coffee or not? Seems rude to start a death match without offering refreshments." The memory shifted, showing what happened next. The humans hadn't run, hadn't begged, hadn't even seemed particularly concerned. They had simply prepared for battle with the methodical efficiency of people doing an unpleasant but necessary job. When Kethmora finally attacked, expecting quick victory, it discovered something unprecedented. The humans fought back with weapons that could actually hurt a void hunter. Somehow, these primitive beings had developed ammunition that could disrupt its phase-shifting abilities. More disturbing was their coordination. They fought like a pack, each human covering the other's weaknesses, adapting to Kethmora's tactics in real time. When it phased through a wall to attack from behind, they had already repositioned. When it used its psychic scream, they simply gritted their teeth and kept firing. The battle lasted 14 hours. Kethmora had eventually retreated, not because it was losing, but because it realized something that chilled its ancient consciousness. The humans were learning. Every attack it made, they adapted to. Every tactic it employed, they countered more quickly than the last. They weren't just fighting for their lives. They were studying it. The memory ended, leaving Velshar stunned. But Elder, the young hunter protested, surely one pack of humans cannot represent the entire species? Kethmora's form darkened with what might have been respect or fear. Child, do you know what those humans did after I retreated? Celebrated their survival? They sent me a thank you message. Velshar's psychic resonance spiked with confusion. They thanked me, Kethmora continued, for the excellent training exercise. They said it had helped them improve their anti-phase weaponry, and that I was welcome to return any time for round 2. They also included detailed analysis of my hunting patterns and suggestions for how I could improve my technique. The ancient predator paused, letting the implications sink in. Velshar, in 3,000 years of hunting, I have never encountered prey that thanked me for attacking them. Humans don't just fight predators. They study them, learn from them, and then invite them back for improvement. So they are dangerous? Dangerous. Kethmora's form rippled with dark amusement. Child, humans aren't dangerous to predators. They're educational. And that young hunter is far more terrifying than any weapon. From that day forward, Velshar understood why the galaxy's most feared predator avoided humans. They were the only species that could turn being hunted into a learning